Last week was kind of crazy, wasn't it? We had thunderstorms, which are to the west now, so I don't think they'll bother us this week. Is anybody popping on yet?
Yep.
Yeah? Talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's someone.
there's someone.
YOLO.
Hi.
We're live saying hello.
Hi,
First one.
everybody. Hey, so Kate, the lovely Kate, who is a disembodied voice at this point, is going to be filming. And I thought today we would feed some tortoises and answer questions and give shout outs and let you all know about some cool stuff going on. Of course, Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan if you guys want to help support the camp. And we have hats coming, which we're excited about. Anyone waiting on a medium-sized t-shirt, I should have them the end of the, well, that's tomorrow. I should have them Monday, and I'll be putting them out. So if you've been back-ordered, I apologize. Just wait patiently. I'll get to you, I promise. And then what's really cool is I got this massive, I've got this produce distributor. And every once in a while, I get lucky. So look at this. We got some green leaf lettuce that I'm going to just pour out. But I'm also going to ask the lovely Kate. Hey, Kate. Mm-hmm. Is anyone asking questions or saying hello?
Just lots of hellos.
Kate, you can just shout people out too, Kate, or tell them, like, let me know who's saying hello.
Okay.
Like their little screen names.
It goes so fast.
It does go fast. Pick one and we'll do it.
All right. Can baby tortoises be kept on soil? From Michael.
Yeah, Malik, what's up, Malik Michael? Baby tortoises kept on soil. The baby tortoises that I have right up there, I use a mixture of either cocoa bark or Reptile bark or some of the eco earth, and then I mix it in with organic potting soil, and I like it. I like it a lot. You can moisten it to the species specification. So if it's like a sulcata tortoise, you just keep it a little bit drier. If it's an elongated or redfoot, you just moisten it up. And I like the soil because the soil actually, it really does hold the moisture better, which I find, to be a cool deal. So what's going to happen, guys, is I'm going to move around and be doing my thing. This is live as we do it here at the good old camp. I'm going to go ahead and wet some of this. We'll rinse it off just to be safe. I have these big carts I get from Home Depot, these Rubbermaid carts, and I drill holes on the bottom so that when I do this, I just rinse the lettuce. We're going to rinse it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just to make it safer for the tortoises. Any other interesting questions out there, Kate?
Street Side wants to know if you can put a Russian tortoise with a sulcata tortoise.
No, I wouldn't do it. Russian tortoises, if you guys go back and watch my Russian tortoise care video, you'll find that Russian tortoises are unfortunately taken in large quantities from the wild. And what happens is they're taken from the wild, put in a distributor, they live in filthy conditions, they're climbing all over each other, and they get diseases. A lot of the sulcata tortoises actually are captive bred. Now, as you know, I captive breed them, so they're healthy right off the bat. They aren't from the wild. So if you take a tortoise like the Russian, who could potentially have a really virulent pathogen, and place it with a non-wild caught tortoise, the ramifications could be catastrophic. You can just really kill your whole collection. I've seen guys who took wild caught animals in and mixed them in, and they lost their whole collection. So never mix tortoise species when you can. If you do it, make sure they're both captive raised babies and that they both have the same husbandry requirements. So just a word of warning, this shed might block a little signal, but we'll see. And if things go a little fuzzy, we'll adjust. So we're gonna move in here. I've separated some of the sulcatas because we've been getting so much rain in the main paddock. It's starting to flood. Come on in. It's starting to flood. I don't want to, let these gals out. So watch this. I throw it on this hay, and that keeps some of the sand down. It keeps them from eating all that sand. But I'm going to give these guys and girls a lot of this. Let's see. Any other good questions out there?
A really good question from Cody Hicks. How do you donate? Because that's really important.
Very cool. Well, there's a couple of ways, man. If you'd like to donate, on your comment bar on YouTube, you can go ahead and donate right there, whatever you'd like. And if you'd like to become a Patreon, go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan, and you'll be able to pick a little tier. And for that, you might get an autographed picture. There's different tiers, different levels of support, and you actually get things back. So if you want to go over to patreon.com YouTube.com/Kamp Kenan. That's one way you can donate.
And you just got $20 donation from Oliver Cooper. Who
Oliver
says,
Cooper.
loves
Oliver,
what you do.
Oliver, thank you so much, Oliver. Oliver, did he have a question at all?
No, just some
Just
money
a nice guy.
and
I've
saying
seen
he loves.
Oliver. Oliver's very supportive of the camp. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. We've got a lot coming. Tom's coming back down to shoot some more videos. I'm excited about that. There's possibility we're going to do another swimming with episode with something very gnarly. So I hope that works out. I don't want to say yet. I got to keep you guys excited. And then, again, thank you for the support, Oliver. I know you've donated before. I know that name, and we do appreciate it.
Sean DeMong wants to know, can you feed sulcatas banana leaves?
Yeah, you can. I have banana leaves if they eat it. Sometimes they don't eat them. Mine seem to like them. The sulcatas on the other side of the house definitely eat banana leaves. You know, so it's really good, no problem for them. I even feed, you know, we've been talking, so many people want to know about nutrition. We did a question and answer last week where I talked a little bit about nutrition. But as you can see, I'm feeding these guys some green leaf lettuce. They've got coastal hay, Bermuda hay. But yesterday I fed them cantaloupe and watermelon, and they're fine. You just don't do that all the time. A little bit of fruit for sulcatas is not going to hurt them at all. They are herbivores after all. And there are some types of fruit that flower and fruit during the year that they will eat. What else we got going on there?
We have a lot of questions about Slinky.
Oh, what do you guys want to know about
Just
Slinky?
want to
He's
know how
over there.
how's Slinky doing?
Oh, Slinky's good, man. I mean, on my way back to fill up again with some lettuce, I'll go ahead and get you a little peek at Slinks because Slinky's doing well. Actually, I filmed a bonus video that's going to be out on Sunday with Slinky and his girlfriend Jackie, and I gave you guys a little update on that because so many people love Slinky. I wonder, should I make some Slinky t-shirts somehow? I was thinking, man, that might be a cool shirt. If we could get a little Slinky chilling out and like Slinky, I don't know, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know if anyone would like him. Slinky, funny story, I was in New York City and I'm hanging out in West 39th. I got my hat on, I'm just eating some shawarma. It's a late night ordeal, you know, in New York City. And a young lady walks in, looks at me and goes, "Are you the lizard guy?" And I was like, "Well, sure, why not?" She's like, "You have Slinky, right?" So I guess she follows the account on Instagram. So Slinky's kind of famous. She didn't know who I was. I'm the lizard guy, but she knew Slinky's name. So I thought that was kind of rad. I like that our animals are getting the notoriety they deserve, man. We got to teach people about these critters and that they're not scary. Let's go over to the leopard tortoises while we take another question.
On our way, can you give a shout out to Megan Kemper because it's her birthday?
Megan Kemper's birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan Kemper. Thanks for watching us cuckoos. Awesome. Hope you're having a good day. Watch your finger. Don't block the camera there, love.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's getting awfully sunny over here.
It is. Go on the other side of it.
Okay.
Yeah, just walk.
You have a
around.
donation. Hold on, I gotta find it. Another $10.
Another $10. I think
Yes.
if you grab the
Tyler Chauvin says for his 360 backflip man and his animals, $10.
Thanks, Tyler. Thank you so much, dude. That's really kind of you. We appreciate it, man. All this, you know, it costs. It's mostly just to keep the channel going. At this point, you know, we're trying to get out there and earn it. Come on over here and show them the leopard tortoises. They're going to come on down and have some.
Oh, I had some questions about the leopard tortoises. When will their babies be available?
Ah, very good question. So right now, they are laying eggs. I'm very happy. It's a little later than in years past. Watch your little finger there, love.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, cool, man. I have to bug my girlfriend because, you know, she's kind of new at all this. But anyway,
I don't think it's.
the leopard tortoises are laying eggs right now. I have 20 eggs in the incubator. It'll be a while. It'll be probably end of October, November before they start to hatch. So there you go. But these are the leopards, and I'm throwing their lettuce on some, you'll notice I'm throwing it on some hay, and that's so, you know, they don't get a lot of sand in their food. But you'll see they all start coming. They're really rad. Let's get in close so you can be closer and see all the action. So here are the leopards. And they have no problem. If you pan over to your left, you'll see they start coming down from the grasslands over there, and that's pretty cool. What's up, Lucas from Germany? Thanks for watching, man. I've been to Germany. I went to München, Dusseldorf, Cologne, Hamburg, and Berlin. Loved it. Great people, great food. My mom's German. Kate, you're German too, a little
I
bit.
am.
Aren't you? We're of German descent here. You know, in America, we're a lot of mutts all mixed together. But I love Germany. A lot of fun, man. Good people. They love their. How do you say in German? I think it's Skelkop. Tortoise or turtle is Skelkop. Lucas, keep me honest. Type it in. How do you say tortoise or turtle in German? I need to learn.
All right, I'll let you know.
Any other questions out there?
If a western pond turtle lays eggs in the water, is that bad?
If you can get to the eggs within the first 24 hours, they still have a potential for developing. So get the eggs out immediately, put them in the incubation medium. And I've had eggs that I found in the water, but I knew they were only in there for a little while. Always check your animals. I'm always outside. I'm always watching the animals, learning what they're doing. So if I notice water and I come back a little while later, I know the eggs have only been in there for a little while. So always be checking the animals out to make sure that nothing strange is happening.
I think your nephew's on here, Daniel Harkins, saying hello.
Danny boy, good old Danny. Hey Danny, are you in Hungary right now? I think you're in Hungary. My nephew is Irish and Hungarian, man. So that kid's hanging out in Hungary. I hope he's having fun. I miss him. I can't wait for him to come down here and hang out with us. So what up, Dan? Dan the man. All right, so what else do we got here? We got the radiants.
Let's see. Jonathan Turk wants to know, can he feed snapping turtles vegetable?
You know what's funny is there's been some kind of discussion about what they eat. I do. People, I'm back. Guess what happened, man? My phone overheated. I guess this new case is lame. So my phone overheated. So we're cooled down. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry, we're back. All right, so I'm gonna get Kate back on the program here, and Kate's maintaining, but she's gonna stay in the shade. I'm gonna get back to feeding and answering questions. Like I said, guys, you know what? These live videos, they're just for fun, man. They're just a way for you and I to interact over YouTube. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and we can interact there as well. But so you know, it's not a perfect medium yet. We're trying to figure it all out. Here are the radiated tortoises. And we're going to throw some more lettuce out for them. They've been eating very well, very happy about that. Let's get them some foods. There we go.
You know what? You were talking about the vegetables for the snappers.
Yes, I was talking about vegetables. All right, so here's what's going on. So snapping turtles are primarily carnivores. Fish, they're going to eat dead animals, they're going to scavenge. But every once in a while, you'll see them nibble on some aquatic plants. I don't know. I have never given mine vegetation, and they have grown up just fine. That's not to say in the wild they're not opportunistic when it happens. Also, another funny thing that happens is tortoises are strict vegetarians, right? Well, we've talked about this before. I've seen sulcata tortoises eat like dead animals every now and again. It's not something they do all the time, but when they live in an area where food isn't plentiful, they may make use of whatever is available if they have to. But generally, stick to the diet of being a vegetarian. Come on, buddy. Any other questions?
Ashley Joy is wondering, do you know any tropical tolerant plants she can grow for her redfoots?
Tropical tolerant? I mean, I'm assuming she lives somewhere in the tropics.
That's what I would
I'm really
assume.
not a botanist, but you know, the things I grow are like mulberry leaves. I grow the elephant grass, which is right here, which is, you know, it can be considered a pest, so you have to be careful not to get in trouble for growing it. I have my guava trees. They're right here. The guavas, they're dropping fruit. Yeah, I have to remind.
Oh, well, you know, that's so many things I'm reading.
Yeah, it's
just
a
a
lot.
lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Behind you, you're going to be snuck up on a tortoise is coming up behind
Awesome.
you. But anyway, yeah, I don't really know. I would, if you live in the tropics, go to your nursery, make sure that, you know, as far as edible plants, you know, you might want to start a garden, to be perfectly honest. So this tortoise is going to start nibbling on your really fluorescent shoes, maybe.
No, he's just climbing over
he
me.
sees the green. He's onto the green. What else do we have? You know, let me go back to that question. I really don't feel I answered it very well, but it's because my brain's not on today. I really don't know much about. It's like, what plants can you grow for food, or what plants can you grow? If you're looking for grasses that provide shade and shelter. Go to your nursery, make sure they're non-toxic, which is pretty easy. I mean, if they're toxic for us, they're probably toxic for a tortoise. So just make sure that they're billowing, they're fountainy, they provide cover, the animals can get underneath them and enjoy themselves. And then as far as foods, there are lists. Go check out my videos on the redfoot tortoise and you'll be able to see some of the plants that I grow for them. But the mango, the elephant grass, mulberry leaves, cactus pads, all that stuff should grow fine in the tropics.
Arthur Diaz III donates $5 and says, "What's up, Kenan? Headed from Maryland to DeBary, Florida tonight. Any suggestions on animal reserves or rescues
Man, I don't know
I can
where
visit?"
DeBary, Florida is. It's a big state. I'm down south here. I don't know where DeBary is, if it's central or northern Florida. You know, of course, St. Augustine Alligator Farm up there in St. Augustine is fantastic. If you're in central Florida, go to the Smooth Waters Wildlife Center. Nathan Sweeting's place. Disney's Animal Kingdom is actually fun. My buddy Andy Denault works up there. There's also Gatorland. These are all great spots. Don't forget the Reptile Discovery Center in DeLand, Florida. All these places, guys, are on my channel. I've done shows from them.
He says it's outside Orlando.
It's outside Orlando? Yeah, so go to the Reptile Discovery Center in DeLand, Smooth Waters Wildlife Center in DeLeon Springs. Go back a couple of weeks, you'll see Nathan. He'll give you a private tour. It's a couple of bucks. It's on the weekend. That's actually more fun than some of these big spots because you're going to have really good interaction. So go check out Nathan. Very knowledgeable crocodile and alligator expert. Maybe he'll even do a feeding for you with Trapper's monster alligator. Yeah, good times. Hey, let's chuck some lettuce out for some of the water turtles. Come on in this shady area over here. We'll chuck the rest out. I'm going to give these guys some. Then we have to go back and fill up again. Any other cool questions?
Yeah, T-Bob123 wants to know what's your favorite tortoise.
Man, T-Bob, there's always someone asking what my favorite tortoise is. My favorite tortoise are all the tortoises living here with me. It's like, come on, man. If you ask your mom who's your favorite kid, I mean, if you ask my mom who the favorite kid is, I know who she's going to say. And I'm pretty sure, Kate, you're the favorite child also, aren't you?
Of course, yeah.
But I'd say I love Nostradamus. I think Nostradamus is my favorite because I've had Nostradamus since he was that big, and he's growing so beautifully that it's just amazing. And he's so friendly. He lets me scratch him. He comes over and rests his head on me. So I love him. I love Slinky as far as my lizard. Slinky and Guapo, I'm really close with those two. Jackie's warming up to me, as you'll see in the bonus video coming out Sunday. So, you know, it's a good time. It's a good time over here. Look at them. They're starting to eat this. I mean, I could even get more of this and go back. But anyway, any other questions? Let's move along.
I'm looking. Trap Lord has asked a couple times, and it's always good to share, how do you purchase a tortoise from you?
Oh, yeah. If you guys are interested in purchasing a tortoise from little old me, what you do is you email me at Kamp, K-A-M-P, Kenan, K-E-N-A-N, at gmail.com. So Kamp Kenan at gmail.com. I'll send you a price list. Basically, the shipping is $70 west of the Mississippi River, and it is $60 east of the Mississippi River. Right now I have sulcatas, a few elongateds, just a few redfoots left, and I have these little bugs. Let's go say hello to them real quick. Let's go say hello to the little pink bellies and the little Reeves turtles. These guys are $50 a piece, so the shipping is more than them. But remember, guys, I can ship up to 4 tortoises and turtles for the same price. So $70, you can get up to 4 animals. So you're saving money when you order more than 1 animal. So here's a little pink belly side neck. I don't know, can they see that?
I think so.
Do you
I
see
can
it?
see it.
Well, then if you see it, they see it. Fantastic. And then,
Cute.
where's the little Reeves turtles? Oh, all these little guys. Here's a little Reeves. I love these turtles. These are all beautiful, perfect little aquatics that you can keep just like red-eared sliders. Okay, that's a little Reeves turtle. And the thing is about the Reeves, they put out a musk. So there you go. So there's some little water turtles. But they're living in here, and I feed them little guppies, and they're eating some of the, let's give them a little diet, little Zoom Ed aquatic turtle diet real quick here. Sprinkles, pixie dust. That's what they say at Disney, man. When you work for Disney, guys, back in the day, some of my friends did the BMX shows at Disney, and they do like a Disney training, and they sprinkle pixie dust on everything. You gotta be smiling. So here at Kamp Kenan, we sprinkle pixie dust on all our tortoises. Just kidding. Let's move along. As you'll notice, they're eating no worries. We're gonna get some more food, dudes. I gotta throw more food out in the pond, and you know, we're just moving right along here on this exciting live Kamp Kenan episode. You guys having fun out there or what?
Yeah.
Are you having fun? Kate's having
Yeah.
fun. I hope you guys are having fun. As you can see, I've got a ton more lettuce to get out. Now, we're not going to do all of it here, but I am pretty excited about this. Let's see. The little old pickup's doing good. I'm glad I invested in one of these again. I used to have a Dodge, but I don't need anything that huge. So we got the Tacoma. And we're going to make it look all safari soon. We'll see. But yeah, man, here's this green leaf. And this isn't something that they normally eat. It only comes in waves, but green leaf is fine. It's good. And the romaine is another good lettuce. Collard green is fantastic for them. It's very nutritious, but you want to be careful when you're feeding all these lettuces because, you know what, they're very high in nutrition. So don't feed a lot and only feed it, you know, as a mixture. Never rely on one type of food all the time. Cool.
Amanda Camille wants to know, how clever are tortoises?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, you know, reptiles in general, we'll start with reptiles. A lot of people give reptiles the short end of the stick when it comes to intelligence. But of course, those of us that work day to day with these animals will realize, like, man, they learn. They're learning things. They're learning me. They're learning my behavior. I know that my iguanas know the difference between me and someone else. And in fact, over at the pond turtles know when it's me alone and know when I have a kind of a small group or a bunch of people hanging out, and they don't come over as readily as they will when it's just me. Now, with tortoises in particular, I do feel there's some kind of intelligence there. Now, they're not going to do calculus, but they're definitely able to survive. And if you've survived on Earth for this many eons, for 250 million years, you're not stupid. Another cool thing is and I know my buddy Larry Wood would also like to get involved in this because he works with sea turtles and he does a lot of tests on intelligence, and the sea turtles seem to be highly intelligent with the way that they can navigate back to the beaches where they were born and where the best foods are when the foods are in season, like when the sponges are available. And then wood turtles have run mazes. So that's pretty incredible. We're talking about the North American wood turtle. They can actually figure out mazes. But it makes sense, guys. You're talking about animals that live on land, that have to learn, that have to know, all right, where's the plants I like to eat? Where's the water hole? You know, they are creatures of habit. They live in smaller areas, but I do think there's intelligence there. I don't like to just say reptiles are stupid animals. And crocodiles, we know, are very intelligent. So there's that. Hope that answers your question.
That was a good answer.
Okay.
Cody Hicks has donated $5.
What? Cody, thank you, dude.
And
I appreciate it.
His question is, can a full-grown leopard tortoise stay outside in Texas during the summer?
Oh, I would say so. It's nice and hot in Texas. Now, West Texas is less humid than the Houston, Dallas area, I believe. Just make sure that you find a breeder that is in Texas or that comes from a humid area. If you live in a humid area of Texas, because you don't want leopard tortoises to get a respiratory disease, and they can get it from time to time if they're not raised up in that environment. Now, if you live in West Texas, I believe it's more of a desert-like environment, so it's a little bit drier. They'll certainly do well there. Of course, you know, you get in the hundreds up there, so you want to make sure you've got water that's shaded so it doesn't get really hot, and you also want to make sure there's enough plants that they can hide under them to stay out of that heat. Now, it's been about 106-degree heat index here in Florida, very humid, but my leopards have been raised up in it, and why I'm feeding now is because now is kind of getting into the Goldilocks hour. Most tortoises are crepuscular, and we know, if you've been paying attention to some of my old videos, that crepuscular means an animal that is active at dawn and dusk. It's kind of like these Goldilocks hours, and even for people, man, it's not fun at high noon to do this. So what we do is, you know, just make sure the animals, you see there's lots of shade available for them. There's a lot of basking areas, but you want to give your tortoise the ability to move in and out of the shade and heat as needed. But yes, leopards are a great tortoise for Texas. Oh, and in the winter, dude, you want to make sure you have some kind of heating if it gets below 60 degrees. I wanted to load this one up so we don't have to come back as often.
All right, Vivek Patel asks, what's the best turtle for a pond in New Jersey?
Hey, man. Well, I would go with your native species in Jersey. We got a Jersey girl manning the
That's
camera
right.
right now.
What represent?
Representing Tom's River. She's down at the shore. But, good old Chris Leone. If you want to look back a couple weeks at our episodes with Chris Leone from Garden State Turtle and Tortoise, Chris maintains a lot of different species in New Jersey. I always say work with water turtles that are native to your area. You're talking about, of course, the painted turtles, snapping turtles, some musk turtles, some softshell turtles. The map turtles are found in New Jersey. Definitely go back and look at some of our videos. We went snorkeling in a river last summer and found map turtles. It was a hidden spot. It was awesome, man. Map turtles, any turtle that is kind of north of Virginia or like where these animals hibernate, and I'm talking from the Midwest, it gets cold. So any place, any turtle or tortoise, mostly turtles, aquatic turtles are going to do the best. I think you'd get away. Red-eared sliders, Plymouth red-belly turtles, European pond turtles hibernate. Some of your Asian species of turtles, like the Reeves turtle, hibernates, depending on the locale. So there you go.
All right, that was good.
That was good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sammy says that his dragon won't grow. Please help. She has the right UVB, humidity, right temps, heat lamp, big water dish, anything.
Well, listen,
missing.
it's so hard for me to actually know without seeing your setups, okay? I don't keep water dragons. Let me just do this real quick. It's loud. Loud. I don't keep water dragons, but they're similar in diet. Similar, not the same, because they eat more. They're more omnivorous. Make sure you're doing the calcium. Make sure you're giving the animal enough exercise. Make sure it has a large enough terrarium. If the animal isn't stimulated to move, why bother growing? Or why bother growing at the rate you're supposed to? Animals will always grow. I don't know how old it is. There's too many factors for me to really give you an educated answer as to why it's not growing without actually seeing your setups, knowing your diet, things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Good luck. Big enclosure, proper food, dust the food, give that animal stimulation, hide food around the enclosure so it has to go looking for it. I think that's important.
Good. Braxton Grom says, what's the easiest tortoise to breed?
Oh man, sulcatas are easy, redfoot tortoises are easy, but they're easy for me because, guys, it's kind of funny, man. I live in Florida. It's just easy here. You know what I do? I feed them, give them space, and they make babies. Now, for some of you folks, some of the guys up north, these things get much, much more difficult because now you've got to somehow figure out how to manipulate photo periods, manipulate seasons. That's not easy. So I often say, if you really want to breed tortoises, move to Florida or Arizona or Southern California, someplace where it's, conducive to keep these animals outdoors. But those are two of the easiest ones, I think, are the sulcatas and the redfoots, followed by elongateds. But again, guys, I'm so lucky I live out here. I'm going to throw some of this in here for these Batagur Finis and these fly river turtles that are living in here. So let's have at it. We'll give them a couple heads of lettuce. This will be gone by morning. For show. Faux show.
Do you, from Reptile Lair, do you have any thoughts on keeping chameleons or dart frogs at the camp?
I actually had chameleons, right? Had a male and a female. I don't like keeping anything that eats insects because it is so hard to keep the insects alive. The lizards are one thing, but if you can't, it's so hot down here, I just cannot keep crickets alive to save my life. I've had them, a windstorm came, knocked over the cage. They disappeared, okay? So I was like, bummer, man, I lost them. So about a year later, my neighbor's just over here. My neighbors call me up. There's a weird looking lizard in our bush. Come check it out. I go over there and it's a gravid veiled chameleon now that big. So I take her, I kept her in captivity, I brought her back. She laid the eggs, I incubated the eggs, I sold the babies, and that was the first and last time I ever messed with veiled chameleons or chameleons of any kind. I love them, they're fascinating animals, but you've got to really be able to attract flies and do all sorts of things. And you know what, guys? I stick with what I'm really, really focused and interested on because you're more passionate about it. I love them as an animal, but for me, it's not going to be an animal that I keep at the camp often. I like certain lizards and certain tortoises because by and large, most of my lizards eat this, and my snakes and monitors eat the same foods.
We got a $10 donation from TJ Coleman.
TJ Coleman, thank
He
you very
loves
much,
the
man.
show. He's been
Thank you.
inspired, and thanks for making the videos.
TJ, thank you so much. We'll go back over this pond. Thank you so much for that donation, man, and watching the show. And I want to thank everybody that watches the show because it's exciting. You know, I've told the story before. I worked in television, and you know, my partner Tom and I, we've been having way more fun doing this. Obviously, the money is not there, but you know, we just love what we're doing. We love sharing our knowledge. We love traveling, and all the money that we make is going back into either the animals or to create more shows for everybody. So I'm pretty excited about the future of Kamp Kenan and what we're going to do. We just booked our tickets for India. We'll be going to India next March, which is going to be sick. So I'm excited about all that. I'm going to throw a bunch of this in here because there's like 100 turtles in this pond. So we're going to put it all out here. This is what I do, guys, when we get this kind of stuff. It's really no mystery. Throw the whole head in, and the tortoises are going to do the rest. Excuse me, the turtles in this case. So we just go bam.
You got another $2 from Cody Hicks
Cody,
asking
man.
how often should he feed the baby leopard tortoise?
Yeah, very good question. A lot of, you know, I used to say, you know, you could feed them 3 times a week, but nowadays, you know what? I like giving my baby tortoises a little bit of food every day, just a little bit. Don't overfeed them. If you have one tortoise, give them as much food as they are big and try and vary it. Like mix a few different things in there so they're getting a varied diet. Because as we know, if you feed a child one thing, they're going to get addicted to the one thing and they'll never want to eat a well-balanced diet. Same thing with these baby tortoises. You want to make sure that you've varied the diet. So I would feed them once every day, just as much food as they are big. And thank you for your support.
And then another donation from Joseph Fitzpatrick. Any plans to collab with Snakebites? Brian
Barczyk, my buddy. Yeah, listen, we've done some collabs already. He came down and did a little vlog here a few months back. You can check that out on his channel. I like Brian. Brian and I are friends. I've known Brian a long time. I would collab again, but you know, the way I do things here at Kamp Kenan, like we're trying to, we just do things, I don't like sensationalizing stuff, so it has to be the right thing. And we'll do it, man. But I love Brian. He's a great guy. So many people ask if I want to collab with certain people, but if I'm not down with what they do, I just stick to myself, man. We'll have some other fun collabs coming up, though, with some non-animal people, which is kind of fun because we like to turn people into animal people here. And thanks for your support.
Ibrahim Sidat says, what's your biggest tortoise?
That would be Darwin. And I wish I knew for certain that the feed would work out front. I don't think it would. We can try it.
We could try it.
Let's try
Yeah,
it.
he does. He wants to see him.
All right,
He's
let's
cool.
try. Let's go see Darwin. Let's see if I can get out there. And along the way, we'll see some cherry heads and a few other little critters. Let's move out that way and see if we can get the Wi-Fi to cooperate. I don't know. But, yeah, man, it's fun doing this. I still got like 4 big tortoises out here that should, look at them all. I love when the sulcatas are eating. It's so peaceful. So cool. And they'll just plow right through all of that stuff after you, folks. Any other shout outs or questions while I'm walking?
Yeah. I saw one. I gotta go back.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
It's hard work, guys. This is the real deal. This is what I do.
Should I see if I can find Slinky on our way
Yeah,
over
go
just
see
to
if-
take a
let
shot
me,
of him?
Let me throw a little head of lettuce out for Edgar over here. You see him? He was basking. Nah.
Yeah, he's over there in the corner, but I don't know if we can see him. Can you guys see him?
You see him? I don't know. There's the rhino-wiggies. Hey, the cool thing about the rhinoceros iguanas is the female's looking to lay eggs. So I'm pretty excited. Those eggs usually hatch in October. So that'll be cool. baby rhinos are always welcome here at the camp. And I do sell the babies also. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's load up. Load them up.
Are you ever going to sell and ship your tortoises to customers in Hawaii from Ashley Joy?
I can't. No, I'm not going to be doing that. I stay in the continental U.S. There's a lot of different permitting that you have to ship tortoises over there. I know they have more biosecurity on the islands because, you know, they are a pristine, or they were a pristine environment, and they don't want to screw up the biodiversity of the islands. Hawaii was mostly birds. There were no real land animals on Hawaii. They're so far. They're the furthest chain of islands from any mainland. So they remain very, very pure in a sense. And when Europeans started to colonize, well, even before that, when the Polynesians made it over there, they brought pigs. And then when the rest of the crew, the Europeans came over, they brought mongoose. Now are a problem on the island. Of course, rats, things like that. Let's see what we got over here. We got the cherry heads and marginated. And I might as well give them some of this too.
You have any Greek tortoises?
I do. They're right there, and they're right there, banging into each other.
Oh yeah, they're down there.
That's a male trying to find a
see
gal.
them.
How's that Wi-Fi doing?
I don't know. Can you? That seems to be coming.
All right, good deal.
Shout out to Noah Hill.
What up, Noah Hill? I don't know if you want Kate to shout you out or me, but we'll both shout you out.
I'm thinking you, but sure.
Yeah, sure. No worries. I'm gonna step into that enclosure real quick.
Okay.
And throw this head of lettuce in there. We're getting all my chores done while hanging out. You stay right there because the wireless will not work.
All right.
So you guys stay there. She can yell out a question to me, and you can hear me yell it back at you.
What was your first turtle species from Amil's Outdoor Channel?
Well, I was 6. Hold on, I'll come back out and tell you. I was 6 years old, and my dad got me a red-eared slider. The good old red-eared slider turtle. Yeah, man. Had that turtle for a very long time. From 6 years old till I was like 20. And it didn't die. It escaped from my man-made pond. So I didn't do a good enough job with the pond, and it got out. So it lives somewhere near Kaler's Pond, Long Island, and East Mauritius. Let's see. How's that Wi-Fi doing?
I don't know. How's the Wi-Fi doing, everyone?
Well, as long as it's still playing.
It's playing.
Alrighty. Here are the mountain and elongated tortoise. Everyone gets some lettuce today. Everybody gets some lettuce. They'll all smell this and they'll come out.
Let's wait for them to come over.
Well, no, well, we want to get to Darwin. You know, we want to get to Darwin, and I want to get the questions. And this is probably the longest live episode we've done, but it's a great chance for everybody to get a question answered, and I don't mind.
You got a $25 donation from Ian.
Ian, my buddy Ian from Long Island. I knew Ian since I was, I don't even know, 8th grade?
He's reminding me to tell people to click on the little $sign to donate. Should be on the bottom left, and he's also wanting me to remind you to call him.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble. All right, Ian. I'll be there, dude.
I'll make sure, Ian. Don't worry.
All right. Thanks, Ian. What else do we got here, hon?
David Campsaw wants to shout out.
David, shout out. I don't know.
That was good. That was a good shout out.
I'm gonna give. You guys don't come with me. You stay here. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of this.
I'm gonna stay right here.
This. Oh yeah. I'm gonna walk over to the redfoots because I'm afraid that the internet won't reach. So I'm just gonna do this really fast. All right, I'm coming back now. That's me walking back. Let's go see if Darwin and Socrates and Nostradamus are good on this phone.
Careful.
Any other questions?
Hold on.
Hold.
I think we had another donation. I gotta find it.
Uh-oh.
Another Cody Hicks, man. He's spending all his dough today.
Cody, man, don't spend your whole allowance, kid. I don't know if you're a kid or not, but...
How often should it feed fruit to leopards? Did we answer that?
You know, once a week you could give them some cantaloupe or watermelon. And I think that would do it just fine. And we're working still?
We're still working.
Stay right where you are. Let's see if we can get the tortoises.
It says we have a very bad connection.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's no bueno. I'm just going to toss this out for them. They'll eat it. I tried to get you here, man.
Stream is gone, it says.
Oh, shite.
Lost you.
We'll walk back over there.
Maybe if I just back up.
Back up a bit.
I'm backing. I'm
Should come
backing.
back.
They're all saying no connection. Is it back? Yes, they say it's back now.
It's back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hey guys, sorry we can't get all the way out here. The thing is that Darwin's a no-show anyway.
Why don't you just pick up Darwin and bring him over here?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's pick up the
I mean, you've been working
350-pound
out.
tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working out, all right, but still not ready to pick up a 350-pound tortoise. Why don't we wind it up, folks, so I can finish this without disrupting the stream? And so we'll take a few more questions, and we'll get cleaned up and feed the rest of these animals. I'm pooped. So anyway, guys, again, if you are interested in helping out, check out patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. There's the good old Kamp Kenan t-shirts available now at the Kamp Kenan store on our website, kampkenan.com.
Hold on. They say the stream is bad. Are we back? I don't know.
Should be.
A couple people said it was bad.
Uh-oh. Well, it's probably readjusting.
Are we
'cause
back, people? Anyone? Anyone?
I think we're back because
We're back, but it's choppy there.
All right, guys, listen.
Wait, you have one more donation before we go.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Green, $20. You earn much more, but he'll get you again.
No, you know what, brother? Thank you so much. I'm not keeping track of how much you guys are giving. We appreciate whatever you give. Just keep watching and liking the videos, and we enjoy your suggestions and your comments. It's gotten to the point where it's so hard to comment now because I'm getting hit from all angles. That's why I like doing these live streams, so I can just talk to you guys as much as possible. I also do live streams on Facebook, live streams on Instagram. You can follow me on both social media platforms. And whew, that's it, man. I'm pooped. We went to the gym. I did arms. I need help with my arms. I got noodle arms, dude. But working around here will keep you fit. Anyhow, that's it. I really appreciate everybody helping me out today by just being a part of the stream. I will be back. There's going to be an Ask Kamp Kenan on Saturday, and the bonus with Jackie and Slinky on Sunday, plus some more exciting Kamp Kenan episodes Tuesday. And of course, every Thursday, you'll be able to chat with me live. Sometimes I'll have a guest from the reptile world. Sometimes I'll be from the studio. Other times I'll just be doing chores around the house, yapping at you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I answered some questions. Maybe you learned something. And take care of your animals, people. All right? We'll talk to you later. So long.